the sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
Bulldog Sports page brought to you by Kaufman and Lynn Injury Attorneys. Mixed result yesterday for the Gator softball and baseball teams, dog.
Absolutely. The Gator softball team, man. Thought they were going to win the game. I was locked in at my TV, 2 o'clock, first pitch. Gators jump out to a 5-2 lead on the 3-time defending champion Oklahoma Sooners, but in the end, the Sooners prevailed. Walk-off home run in extra innings. Jada Coleman hit an opposite field game-ending homer in the 8th inning. Oklahoma beats the Gators 6-5. Now Oklahoma will play number 1 seed Texas during a best-of-3 championship series starting tonight, I believe. Yeah. So Oklahoma and Texas, of course, are moving to the SEC next year. So not only are they great in softball, but they'll probably shoot up to the top of the SEC standings in football as well. So, yeah, too bad for the Gators. It was a great season, obviously, but I would have liked to have seen them get into the finals against Texas. Gator baseball team, what are you talking about?
Didn't they, aren't they moving on?
Well, that was on the previous night.
Oh, to face Clemson, right, in the Super Regional.
They're facing Clemson later in the week in the Super Regional.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Big news in high school sports in the state of Florida. The Florida High School Athletics Association unanimously approved yesterday NIL for high school players. 13-0 vote. Players in high school football can now get NIL deals. The FHSAA claims that they're going to be able to legislate this and enforce it. I don't see how you're going to enforce this in high school.
This is now what we become the 36th state in high to allow this for high schoolers.
This is crazy.
Yeah,
it's ruined high school sports too. Great.
If you ask me, I don't like it. Obviously, in college is big money. And colleges make a lot of big money on the playoffs. High school athletics don't make any money when it comes right down to it. And, you're going to start these high school football players now are going to make more than the high school coaches, because the high school coaches in the state of Florida get like a $5,000 stipend. And now the high school players are going to be making more than their coach.
It's going to go from, like, you remember back in the day, it was the kids selling the candy or selling the cigarettes, to now it's going to be the agent. That kid's going to be an agent for NIL money.
Right.
Gonna have to get those tutors going now too to keep them eligible. Now that all the money's going to be rolling in, because there's certainly not going to be much incentive to hit the books in some cases.
Oh.
Plus, you have unlimited transfers now in high school. Yeah. You can essentially play for any high school you want now, and the FHSAA put in a rule where you can't transfer for an NIL deal. Oh, that's going to be enforced.
Right.
Yeah. Let's go back to the days where college football was buy Gus's mom and dad a nice little country home and a tractor under the table, and we don't know anything.
It was a lot cheaper to pay him under the table than it is over the table.
Boy, unreal.
Yeah. Major League Baseball has permanently banned Tucupita Marcano after determining that the infielder placed hundreds of bets on baseball, including wagers on games involving the Pirates when he was with the team last season. He becomes the first player in a century to be banned for life from Major League Baseball. Obviously, he's an idiot for betting on baseball. Everybody knows you can't. If you play baseball, you can't bet on games, particularly games involving your own team. I do have a question, though. If he only bet on the Pirates to lose, is that really considered gambling?
Well, yes. Yeah. Yes, it is.
Whatever happened with
Isn't that more of a sure thing, huh?
Whatever happened with the other really, really famous, I think, Japanese dude in his age?
News on that yesterday. Ippei Mizuhara, the former interpreter for Shohei Ohtani, the Los Angeles Dodgers superstar, he pleaded guilty to bank and tax fraud charges yesterday. So he's essentially admitted to everything that he defrauded Ohtani in Major League Baseball. quickly yesterday. Said, investigation's over. Shohei Ohtani's been cleared.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still a little suspicious that this interpreter could steal like $17 million from Ohtani's bank account to pay off gambling debts, and Ohtani supposedly knew nothing about it. But that's what Major League Baseball says. Big news in the NFL. Contracts is the big news. Tua yesterday at mandatory off-season conditioning said he's getting a little antsy, Lynch, about his contract status. Says the market is the market. Starting to wonder why the Dolphins haven't paid him yet. Come on, Lynch. Is your team going to pay Tua or not?
I'm just picturing this conversation behind closed doors going, look at these receivers we've got. We could bring in a ham sandwich to throw to these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Well, by the way, Tyreek Hill, after seeing what Justin Jefferson got, he spoke out yesterday as well. He wants more money.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he's still got 3 years remaining on his contract, but he wants to be among the top 3 or 4 receivers in the league because he says he merits that, and right now he does, but he is 30 years old. I don't know that I would give him a long deal. I might give him a couple-year extension, but I don't know.
He still has fire damage to take care of, too, from that pesky little nephew burning stuff up in the attic.
Hey, what's the dollar amount on McCaffrey? I know it was undisclosed, but I'm sure there's got to be some speculation on Christian McCaffrey's deal.
2-year contract extension that was announced yesterday. Averages about $19 million over the 2 added years.
Okay.
It keeps him in San Francisco until 2026, till 2027. So there you have it.
How long till we start playing games, Bulldog? Come on, we're getting to that point here.
Well, at least we have the NBA and NHL playoffs finally starting.
The finals.
Tomorrow.
The basketball's tomorrow night, then hockey will start on Saturday.
Yeah.
All right.
So we have that.
All right, Mike the Bulldog Bianchi, host of Open Mic, weekday mornings on adjacent to us on AM 740 and FM 96.9. The Game takes time out of his show to join us here for the sports page each morning, brought to you by Kaufman and Lind.
You can listen to Under Oath with attorney Jeff Kaufman every Saturday morning, 7:30 on FM 96.9 The Game. You can catch extended versions of Under Oath on your favorite streaming platform.
Lynch and Taco are always on demand.
Download their podcast daily on our free iHeartRadio app.
Get it now at WJRR.com.
From the Bogan Munz